Helldivers 2 is a third-person squad-based shooter where the galaxy's most elite badasses suit up, lock and load, and drop pod on each other while trying to save the universe from an alien invasion. But somehow, their biggest threat is still friendly fire. Welcome to Platinum Perspective. My name's Leo. I review games based on the overall Platinum experience. Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it downright ugly? Let's find out. The game has 39 trophies, including the Platinum, and took me 38 hours to complete. No missable trophies, so you can play the game however you like and come back for the cleanup later on. Many of the trophies are team focused, so don't expect to go at this alone. And PSN Profile set it down as a 6 out of 10 difficulty, but in my experience, it was more like a 3 out of 10. It can be a fun challenge at times, but certainly not difficult. If you've ever seen the 1997 film Starship Troopers, this is it. It really does feel like you're shot down into the same universe, with the same humour, the giant aliens, and all the action of a 90s movie where the only rule is more explosions. Helldivers 2 was released in early 2024 and still has a large enough player base if you want to try for the Platinum. I had absolutely no problems finding people to play with, though I did meet a few buttheads. Overall, players were nice and worked as a team. Glancing at the trophy list, the only ones you're going to worry about are Helldive, complete an extreme difficulty mission or higher without anyone dying. Hold my primary, I'm going in. Complete a full hard difficulty mission or higher without anyone firing their primary or support weapons. You can get these trophies easily if you have a couple of friends to play with, but if you don't worry. I met many random players who were active in the game chat and were down for some trophy hunting. Just remember, communication is key when going for those harder trophies. Most of the other trophies you'll get naturally as you play. There are some that you will need to specifically try for, such as kill a charger with a supply pod, and have 6 stratagems at the same place at the same time. Just to give you an example, but otherwise you can sit back, destroy alien scum, and prove once and for all that democracy is best served with a side of heavy artillery. Helldivers 2 has a perfectly balanced trophy list, which is by all accounts just pure fun. No stress, no bullshit, and all the trophies are fair. Admittedly, I did get the Platinum quite fast, and that resulted in a slight grind towards the end for completing 100 missions. I was done with all the other trophies by the time I'd reached about 75 completed missions, so I had to grind for a few hours to get the rest. If it wasn't for that, I would have been finished well under the 35 hour mark. Most people can expect to earn the Platinum in around 40 to 60 hours, even quicker if you're an experienced hunter and you're just playing for trophies. Speaking of which, I'd recommend keeping a mental note of all the trophies as you're playing. Although the game is very fun, like with any Platinum journey, it can overstay its welcome if you're not careful. So, your best course of action is to play the game for around 6 hours and get used to it. Then, start knocking those trophies off. I don't want to tell you how to play your games. This is just advice for the most efficient route. The game is very glitchy at times, but that just added to the great experience. It fit well with the tone of the game, which isn't to be taken too seriously. If you haven't already got the Platinum for Helldivers 2, then I'd highly recommend it. You'll have an absolute blast. And if you can play with friends, you'll have an even better time. On the Platinum Pleasure scale, it rates a whopping 9 out of 10. It was just shy of a perfect Platinum experience, but because of the grind at the end, it didn't quite make it. Either way, I had loads of fun playing Helldivers 2, and you will too. And that's everything you can expect from the Helldivers 2 Platinum journey.